We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. A short gain here. Be a yard to the 29. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. At that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Play action, now it's Tua. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage.
And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return, Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Back to throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the King team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Miami set to take over. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's ready.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jonathan Grenard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New York set to take the field.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to end.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
Cowboy 80.
They'll try the left side.
Monk down at the 35. It'll be second down.
The Jets at 3-0 here in the month of September.
And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is 2nd and 8.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. To the right side and complete to Washington. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tua going to throw.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This one deep for Wilson.
It's caught inside the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
On first down, Monk. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Azarie Thomas on the cover.
Now Tua.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
15 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready, shot. Out. Ready, team.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throw caught by O'Connell. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, he's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready. 18 running. 18 running. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Go! Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Monk. And he'll be taken down here about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Get it. Buffalo 8. Cowboy 80.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Come on,
Jets
go.
will line up for a 2-point conversion.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
Jets 23, Dolphins 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for the first possession of the second half. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua under pressure. They got him again. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
All right, come on.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. This is intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Monk. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go. Hot 70.
He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Brings up second and 3 at the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, come on.
There's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
As As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now H.N. on 1st and 10.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. That is caught. And he will have a Dolphins first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Washington in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run, H.N. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Tua going to throw. That's complete right around the 8. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Second down and 8.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
First down, New York.
Ready?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 6, 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther.
Back to throw here. It's brought in by Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. And of Jets.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
19 Lions. Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between.
Under pressure, and they get it to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, pass.
3rd and
Hawk,
long.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, get set.
Throwing Tua.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Here's Tua.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Dolphins.
And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all.